So here we are again. We're at the end of another fabulous coffee and natter afternoon, the flagship event for Pathway to Growth Coffee and Natter here in Birmingham. It was my first event as the official host. I obviously guested in February, but it's my first one taking over as the director of the Birmingham event and being the host going forward, which I'm really looking forward to. And I'd like to think the afternoon went well, but maybe the feedback from all the guests would be a better judge of that. So what did we do? Well, we had the normal way. People arrived around 1 o'clock-ish, spent 30 minutes or so getting to know people around the room, exchanging business cards, having coffee, and believe it or not, nattering. We then have a half an hour where people normally would do the 1 minute 30-second elevator pitch. In this particular case, today, we did it slightly differently. We had people sitting in groups around a table and they were talking to each other, and then one person from the table presented. So this was a pick-up from the idea of the guest host last month, the lovely Shana Owen. It was her sort of idea, and that's what we picked up on and ran with it today. So we did that. Then we had the fabulous Nathan as our guest speaker, and he was talking about email marketing. Fabulous, entertained the crowd as you'd expect. He's a PSA member, he gets paid to speak all over the world, and he gave his time freely for us today, which we're very grateful, and the audience really enjoyed his presentation about some of the do's and don'ts of email marketing. After that, we had our normal business clinic where we had the audience saying, here's a couple of challenges I've got, and we had one classic one about sales and how to close and how to avoid people wasting time, and various members of the audience contributed to that. And we also had another question about, as we always do, everybody wants everything done for free, and also we had another question about somebody who's at the start of their journey in business and would like a little bit of help. And there was lots of love and warmth in the room, and people volunteering the service to help that person out, so that was fabulous. We then had a little wind up at the end where we covered the dates and stuff, and people are now, as you can see, there's still a few people around, and they are still networking and exchanging ideas and exchanging business cards, which is what the whole event's all about. So the next one, next month, normally speaking, those of you who know that it's the last Wednesday of the month, we'll just need to make a slight adjustment to your diary. And in fact, the last Wednesday of the month, next month, is the 31st. We're bringing it forward a week because of half term and Ramadan, and it'll actually be on the Wednesday, the 24th of May. Normal place, normal time, 1 till 4, but it's actually the 24th of May, so just making sure you've got that in your diary. Same routine again as today, and the keynote speaker is Teddy Livesey. Teddy Livesey is a friend of mine, and he's a photographer, and he will be talking to the audience and talking to us about some of the do's and don'ts about photography, and particularly how you use photography in marketing. So that's next month on the 24th of May, and we look forward to you all coming again. If you've been before, why not come back? And if you haven't been sometime, please come back. And why not bring a friend? We're encouraging people to not phone a friend, but bring a friend. So if you know it's going to be a great time, please come back on the 24th of May, bring a friend, and you'll both have a great time. Thanks very much for your time, and we'll hope to see you soon. Cheers.